Today is day 265 of the year of streaming and learning to code. That's right, there are only 100 more days left of this nightmare. Good times. We are looking for our next challenge here as we continue on at freeCodeCamp. We are looking for this guy, DNA pairing. All right, so from the top, what do we have here? DNA pairing. The DNA strand is missing the pairing element. Take each character, get its pair, and return the result as a second array. Base pairs, let's open that up, are a pair of AT and CG. Match the missing element to the provided character, return the provided character as the first element in each array. For example, for the input, GCG, return GCCG, GC. The character and its pair are paired up in an array, and all the arrays are grouped into one encapsulating array. Remember to use read, search, ask. If you get stuck, try to pair program, write your own code. Here are some helpful links. Push and split. And their test cases are ATCGA should return ATTA. What is happening here? Okay. A and T go together, or T and A, and C and G go together, or G and C. So like so, they give us their single string of the first letters, and we give the remainder its missing partner and pair. So A is A and T. T is T and A. C is C and G, and blah, 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 right? G and C, A and T. All right, cool. So here, TTGAG would be TA, TA, GC, AT, GC. Very cool. And same song and dance again for this last one. So let's check out that Wikipedia link. Probably not a whole lot more. Yay, base pairs. Base pair is a unit consisting of two nucleobases bound to each other by hydrogen bonds. I get the feeling this isn't going to help us solve our pairing issue. So if we need a longer story regarding base pairs, we know where to find it. Get rid of that. Push is a good way to add things to the end of your array or to an empty array, whatever we need to do. We are no stranger to the push method. So, same song dance for split. Split, we've split our strings. Interesting. How would we want to do that? You know what we could do? No. That's crazy talk. I was going to say we could split the first initial string and then just add in the second bit to each one since it's already a string, you know? No? It's a dumb idea, I get it, but I'm reaching for anything here. See, it was already going to be single. It was already going to be G by itself. It was going to be C by itself. It was going to be G again. But I wanted to add on to push to each individual letter, so it just automatically becomes its own pair. I don't think I'm that clever to figure it out. All right, let's do this. That's what we're up against. Day 265. 100 days to go. Let's do this. All right. Function pair element string. Return string. We are far from returning string. What we need to do, string array. Yeah. Variable. String array. Oh, God. Bad, Steven. String array equals, we're going to split it. String dot split on each one. Like so. Be a lot easier to think about the task at hand if I wasn't thinking of Stranger Things. We're so close to the next season. It's September 22nd. I think the new season, Season 2, starts October 27th. That just sounds so much more interesting than DNA pairing. We'll get there. We'll get there. No fantasy procrastination. We've got our function. We've got our string. We're splitting it, which becomes our string array. In addition to splitting it, I think we should also set up our key value pairs. I would like to have... we can call it variable base, right? I mean, they're base pairs, or pair, or base. We'll do base. BP. No. Definitely base. Base. Or base pairs. We could call it... we'll do BP. I'm not happy about it, but we'll do it. Base pairs. So, A... do I need to put it in strings? Or, not in string, do I need to make it a string by putting it in quotes? I don't think I need to do that. A should return... this can be a string. T comma or semicolon. Pretty sure it's a comma. T should return A. C should return G. And G should return C. And the last one doesn't need a comma. Does it need a comma? No, it doesn't. This needs a semicolon? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the first bit. Instead of returning string, well, we'll do string array just to test. Well, let's do string. So run test. Ta-da! GCG. Cool. So that's what we're receiving. That's what we're starting with. Spits it out just fine. Let's do string array. Ta-da! GCG. And now, let's try returning... can I do BP? Okay, it returns the whole damn thing. Do I have to do brackets, or does it want curly braces or parentheses? I never know. Do I do 0? Okay, it's confused and frustrated. That's understandable. What about an A? Yeah, it hates me. That's cool. That's cool. Let's just try parentheses. How's that? Maybe a 0 here. I never use key value pairs. This is why I'm confused. But this is why we're testing. This is how we learn. That doesn't feel right. Damn, I want to put something in here so it returns the T. Is it .a? No. Yes? No. You know, after 256 days, we should really know how to return a key value pair. Just saying. It's a little sad. I want to return the value of a... JavaScript return value of key value pair. JavaScript. Yeah, no. How to return a value. Yes. Yeah, look at that. Some of this. Best possible way. Foo, blanket blank. 3 answers. 4 in, 4 I. Oh, interesting. 4 I in foo. Yeah, that's one option. Definitely not my preferred method. There's got to be a better way to call it other than that. Great, this is a -1. Fantastic. Array of objects. Variable A. Key. Greeting. Value. Hello. What deuce? No. This is the key, and that's the blank, and... Where are they alternating? We don't want alternating. Or subarrays. Damn it. Did we not try curly braces? For variable I in object, console log I. Can't I just return? Does it have to be console log? We'll do this stupid for in loop. Ugh. It's gonna be the death of me. Have an array as follows. How would I retrieve the value for a specific key and put that value into a variable? 1, 1, 2 is 3, 3 is 5, 4 is 1, blah, blah, blah. I want to get the value of 3. How do I do this in JavaScript or jQuery? Variable dot 3, or, oh, you put it in quotes because they should be in quotes. In the second example, 3 could be a string or another variable, which is probably what you're after. So for clarity, just have an object, not an array. Maybe I just have an object. So maybe it is just an object. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, colons and commas. See? Colons and commas. We at least remembered that bit. Maybe these need to be strings. A. Does that help anybody's day? I don't think it does. You know what? Hold on. Don't mind me. And it probably should be strings, considering what I'm wanting to do in my mind, but I don't think we tried it with curly braces. There was a lack of curliness in our future. Missing semicolon. To what? Yeah, this is definitely wrong. Bad, Stephen. Bad, Stephen. Okay, clearly it doesn't like the curly braces. That was a bad idea. That was offensive. Object, brackets, and in quotes, or dot 3. So maybe I can just return object BP. I thought about doing dot A. Oh, dot does work. Yes, we got it. Good, good, good. It only took 256 days to figure out something basic. Oh, and the stupid dot notation crossed my mind, but I didn't think they'd like us if we did that. Those bastards. Okay, so, now with that said, I think it should be mostly easy to piece this nightmare together. My biggest concern now is the formatting. Coming up with the pairs and returning the pairs as an array. Pretty sure I'm not ready to do that yet. I could see it as a pattern? No. What would I do? Maybe... How would I add to it? Maybe I can add to a value. We're going to end up Googling this solution. I know it. It's going to be 45 minutes of frustration. We're going to break down, and then we're going to end up Googling the answer. Bastards. Let's keep digging a bit further, though. So, now that we've figured out the dot notation, we have our object. We've split things. String array. Run. Beautiful. Now that we have that, we want to take G, so for I, we want to return I and whatever the dot notation equivalent of is, its pair. So BP.I would return C, and we want to shimmy those together and shove them into an empty array. At least that's the way I'm seeing it in my mind. Where do we want to dump that, though? We want to have this. What do we want to call it? We should call it variable something. Variable pairs. Variable something. Completed array? Not completed array. Why are we so awful at picking variable names? Character and its paired grouped. The group array. I like that. The group array. Pretty straightforward. So this will be an array all in itself. Ready, waiting to receive. So, we've got our for loop, which will be variable I equals something or other. 0. I less than. You're not less than. You're less than. String array dot length I plus plus. Continuing on, curliness. For blankety blankety blank. We want to eventually push stuff to group. That's not a word. There we go. Group dot push. And we want to push sack of death. Do we have to tell it to be a bracket ourselves? Like, watch this. See, at a minimum, we've got I. So that first one will be G for the first loop. Then I also want to return I. I don't think a comma is going to solve any of our problems, but I something or other and BP dot I. Now, the reason why I think it should be a string is because I think it's looking for a string from here and from string array and for all that noise. Yada to mean. But also, in addition to this, these two variables and pushing that noise to group, I don't know if it's going to put it into brackets each time. I feel like I need to add these brackets now inside of push. Now, maybe I'm overthinking. I'm pretty sure I'm underestimating what I need to do, but let's go ahead and get rid of those for now and see what happens when we run this. Let's return group and run. Okay, we've got a 0 and a null and a 1 and a 2 and some other stuff. Worse things have happened. Worse things have happened. So I is a 0. The length of it, so it's returning the length. We don't want the length. We want the actual character. Let's do quotes around these guys. And run it again. They're still pissed at us. Fair enough. Maybe we need a bracket around this. I don't think we do. Yeah, syntax error. Super frustrated. Well, what if we did brackets around this? Huh? Yeah, didn't see that coming. Okay, but look at this. See, now we have brackets around that noise. So what we should do is brackets here, like so. Ta-da! Alright, that's good. We've figured out the issue at hand for the formatting stuff. This was the biggest issue I was concerned about. So now what we need is string array. Maybe I, yes. I, good, good. Followed by something. I think we would do string array I again. String array I once more. Where the deuces? There we go. There we go. Because we needed 2. Oh my god, what if this actually works? Oh, death. Met with a 0 to the face. Typical. Typical. So, if we didn't want that, let's get rid of this. Run that. Aha! Okay, we got the first part. Gah, we're so close. We're so needlessly close. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Why is it null? So we're right there. We can see it. G and null. We've got the formatting and everything. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Just think it through. Maybe... Why is that returning a G? Why are they happy to return G here? String array, blah. Maybe we screwed it up. Maybe we don't need the stringy stuff. Maybe we're freaking them out. Let's put that back. Maybe it doesn't need to be the string. Maybe it can just be the letter, and it already knows what to do with it. And we go back to string array I, copy. Maybe it was the quotes that was throwing this off. Death. Sack of horror. You know? You try and you try. We did this before. B, P, and something. Do we need to have a second for loop? Wait, hold on. What would be the benefit of having a nested for loop? I don't think there's any benefit to that. And already, regardless, it's returning B. What if I just did BPA? Let's find out what happens there. Return. See? A T every time. Alright? Look at that. So, why doesn't it like this? Copy. It says it's null. But they're lying to me. Hold on. Get rid of that. BP blank run it. Okay, so G, it's giving us copy. Let's compare it. G to... Oh god, that's not what we're comparing at all. Copy. Paste. That didn't solve anyone's problems. What the deuce? Oh god, we're in some copy-paste nightmare. It's quotes with a comma. Quotes and a comma, quotes and a comma. It's all this stuff down here. Yeah, see, there we go. Got that. G. See, it's in quotes. C. I wonder why they don't like this. It must be something with how the data is being processed or compiled. I've got to be missing some minor syntax thing. Null. Why is it null? Do we need to update it? Does it need to BP blah? For blank blank. Is it a scope issue? I don't think it's a scope issue because we were able to put in A in all of this noise. Maybe it is a scope issue. What if we put all of this inside the for loop? Maybe that will solve our problem. That might solve our problem. Now, see, watch this. If I do A again and run it, death still runs A. What about in quotes? A. Oh, see, it doesn't like that. Expected, instead, saw, blah. Run that. Maybe that's the issue. Unexpected string. Maybe that's what's actually happening. It's receiving this. Maybe it's these quotes that are throwing it all off. What if we stop having quotes here? What if it's these quotes that are ruining society? And not the initial quotes, but the post-quoting. Maybe you're what's wrong with society. Yeah, T is not defined because your mother's T. A. Yeah, see, T needs to be a string. It needs to know what it's doing with its life. Run that. A is not defined. Who the deuce? What do you mean A is not defined? I'll quote all of these again. G and C, cool. Run. Okay, lots of T. Oh, right. That T. Well, death. What if I do a single quote afterwards? Is it that sensitive and specific? Whoa, it does not like what I did. It does not like the single to double quote. That is quite infuriating to it. Bad times. We're so needlessly close. BP. BP. Bastards. Well, what if we just do copy, get rid of BP entirely, and just do that? We get two of the same. GG, CC, GC. Now, lowercase b, capital P dot. 0. What 0 are they referring to? Sack of death. We're gonna get there. We are going to get there. Split. I think it must be because it's a string. Property of 0, undefined, you lying. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. We are right there. I know we are. We're so unbelievably close. Typical. Just typical. Maybe we should Google it. I know it has to do with the quote stuff. I know it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Can I return quote A? They're fine with that. What about when I do down here, return, BP, let's see, return BP dot A. That's our problem. Right there. It just wants A. If we have quote A, I don't necessarily think it's a data issue, it's a formatting issue. It doesn't know what to do with it. It doesn't know where it's looking. It doesn't know how to respond to that. So how do I extract that? Because right now string array is doing exactly that. When we get string array, everything's in quotes. What about when I do string array I can push all that shit. Fuck. Those are variables. It's the keys. How do I tell it? How do I change its data type? Well, what would it be if it's not a string? JavaScript data types. I feel like we should not be looking up such a basic thing. Bless you. 265 days into this nightmare. Type conversion. I think that's what we want. I can't, but we're right there. Concept of data types, blah, 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 blah. Variable 16, Volvo, and good. Good. Double quotes, single quotes, everyone's happy. Variable. How do I tell it to just be a value? Null. Whoa. Okay, wait. JavaScript null is nothing. Unfortunately, JavaScript dataset of null is an object. Empty John Doe a blankety blank. Yeah, cool, but X undefined number boolean. I think we're absolutely are. Maybe we need that other for loop. Maybe we need our for I in loop. Our for in loop. For variable blank in object. Yeah. What would we do there, though? How would that work? You're a bad Rastafarian. That was a Eurotrip reference. New date null my car Why? Why is my car just... That's what we need. We need that. It doesn't like strings, it just needs an object. How do we tell it it's an object? By putting it in curly braces. That work? Can I do that? Can I put it in curly braces? Can I say I want object A, BP, curly brace, object A? Not gonna work. Why would that work? BP, curly brace, object A. No, no. Dot. Sick shit. Death. Hold on. Let's see, what to do, what to do. Oh my god, why is there so much typing and stuff? Okay, back to the task at hand. We are so unbelievably close. However, it doesn't like this. BP can't receive something in a string. See that angry red X? But that's what we're giving it with our for loop right now, because we're breaking up the string array and it's getting all kinds of nonsense, and it doesn't know what to do with itself when it sees that. Does this need to be an object? Does that help anyone? Does that make things worse? Yeah, that doesn't help anybody at all. Damn. Damn. It worked so seamlessly in my mind. Maybe. Hold on, there has to be another way to do this. For variable blank in BP. There's more to this. I know there is. Hold on. Dot push. What if instead of group, we push this to BP dot A push lock. BP.push is not a function. Damn. Okay, I know. I was reaching for the stars on that one. Group. I really wish BPI worked. It would have been so perfect. So perfect. Let's do another one. Another for loop. Slightly different song and dance. Let's try up here. For variable death. What do we do? for I in BP do something. Push, I guess. Group dot push I. Maybe that'll work. And run that. A, T, C, G. It returned all of them. Is that good or bad? We only want it to push. Does it respond to numbers? Nope. Zeros. Typical. BP dot length? I don't remember dot notation or any of this shit, which is basically essential. And for this particular example, I'd say even elementary. BP. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just check. DNA strand is missing a pair. Take each character, get its pair, and return the second result. Return the provided character in the first element in each array. Let's try that on for size, shall we? Because it's the object issue that we're running into. Lowest, take the characters and blah, blah, blah. Let's see if that's what we're looking for. Difference of two arrays, Roman numeral converter, wherefore art thou? Search and replace, pig Latin, DNA pairing. He did a switch case? Are you kidding me? That's all he needed? Oh, what a great idea. I feel like an idiot for not thinking of a switch case. Especially in the last few. I feel like the last 5 or 6 we've tried to do a switch case for half of them. When it was clearly not the right answer. And of course, when a switch case is the right answer, we just didn't even bother with it. Ah, damn. Function string variable final array, so that's group. For variable I in string, and it's going through each one, string I. So for each letter in string, that's what's happening. And that's what they're comparing it to. When it's an A, it will push to final array, A and T, and then it breaks, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is basically going to be exactly what our answer is now. Damn. I wish I knew how to better manipulate the data, though, so I could salvage this. So close. So very, very close. I kind of want to keep it. Well, technically, you know, we were kind of right. Not super right, but just enough. Well, that means we won't need this. We can actually leave this commented out. And from here, we will do some form of group push, but in string, and it will be switch string I for blank blank blank. Does that go there? No, that doesn't go there. Something about something. Case. Case A. Right. Case A. Blah, blah, blah. A. For case A, we do something. Isn't it like a colon? And then we do code stuff and then break. I just want to get the general format down. Yeah, push in what we want. A and T. So this would be the group dot push. And here was what we needed. A, comma, T. Just like so. They didn't have a space, did they? No, that was just all snuggled right next to each other. And continuing on. Copy. One, two, three. That would be T and A. C and G and G and C. Well, on the upside, we at least got intimately familiar with how objects don't pull in the following. Let's go ahead. What is there? Unrecoverable. What could be unrecoverable? There's nothing truly. We broke something. We ruined it. They're pissed. Rightfully so. Why are they pissed? Because... Hey, Namaru. Namaru? Definitely Namaru. How are you doing? Hopefully your day/evening is going well. We're just spot correcting. GC, blah, blah, blah. Break. Oh, you know what? It's the, 4. I think it's the switch case. That's what it is. It's the curly braces for the switch case. That's what it was. Crisis averted. Ta-da! That's what was going down. Storm that castle. Now, ideally, again, we were so close to finding a way to get that to work, see, if we comment out this, our original plan was so very close. Run. You see that? Just those nulls. But again, it's because we can't give an object a string, because it's going to get super confused. Ta-da! And that's what's happening when we give it string array I, copy that. It sees that, and it basically freaks out. It gives property 0. So we had to do the alternative, which was the switch case. We're not happy about it. We should be happy about it, because we've been trying to do switch cases when they weren't needed for the last, again, probably half of the last challenges we've done over the week or so. And now that one was needed, it was not our go-to answer. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. But struggling is how we learn, and we struggled a lot today. So we have earned our day 265. 100 more days of this adventure/nightmare, but we will get there. There are going to be many more times where we fall on our face. But as long as we continue to keep getting up and forging ahead, everything should be mostly fine. Alright, there's that. We don't need the split, because we are just using, you know what, we don't even need this anymore either. We've got all kinds of shit that we don't need in this. Look at that. We can clean all of this crap up. How tragic. I'd love to use all of that stuff, but no. Return group, because group is in there. Let's cut that. There we go. You know what, we'll even move this up a bit, just because we can. Ta-da! B-D-D-D-D-D, and run test. Boom, there we go. Good times, storm that castle. Day 265, painful yet successful. Strange combination, but we've encountered it many a times here on our streaming journey. 263 items completed. Yeah, look at that stack of stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. See that? That's progress. And confusion, and, you know, a lot of help from the community, but progress nonetheless. Let's go ahead and back out of freeCodeCamp into OBS. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream today. It is, hey, side note, sorry, in the middle of the thank you, I just noticed that, one of these, I'm trying to figure out how to work my hand in reverse. It's a cat. It's little kitty. Oh, look at you. Yeah. Tiny and covered in fur. Alright, back to what we were doing, closing out the stream. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. We are going to go ahead and stop this. Day 265 comes to an end. 100 more days to go. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 266 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it!